Hello, everybody. This is the Module 3 specific video to help you understand exactly what you're trying to do if you choose to do Module 3 as one of your 4 options. I know I've said this multiple times, and you'll hear it multiple times again. In this course, you are choosing 3 of the 4 to do, so that means you do not have to do Module 3 if you don't want. And if you choose to do it, you can do it as the first, second, or third one that you turn in, as long as one of the 3 is turned in by the Sunday before spring break. So a couple quick things. Actually, I'm going to jump back real quick. For Module 3, which is dealing with the digital divide, do make sure you do your readings first. There's also a YouTube video to watch. Again, these are not meant to be all-inclusive. They do not cover every grade level or every subject. So you may need to, if you need more help, use your UNK resources to get you a little bit more if needed. So let's talk about the description. We are talking about the digital divide. And in this one, which is maybe a little bit different than the other modules, you do have 2 separate issues you can deal with. I call them issue 1 and issue 2 for lack of a better term. You do have to address them both. It says here, both must be addressed in this module. Please do not make the mistake of only addressing one. So for the first issue, you have a specific scenario to address. The second issue, you have more freedom. So some required aspects and some student choice. So for issue 1, you'll be addressing the middle school student Steve, just a random name. If you don't want to use that name, I'm certainly okay with changing the name. Who attends a school in Roanoke, Nebraska. The parents are family farm. Steve's a good student. You can read all that. And we're talking about high-speed internet access. The digital divide, which is the digital divide 1.0, we're talking about internet access. So you read that in your assignment to detail how you will help Steve and his parents address these barriers in his education. Detailed expectations and required products evidence are in the run this time, so we'll look in a second. So obviously here in Nebraska and a lot of places, all around us, Kansas, Iowa, the Dakotas, Minnesota, out west in Colorado, you do have a lot of rural areas where high-speed internet is not always accessible, whether it's for financial reasons or just doesn't reach certain rural areas because it's not worth it to the companies. So yeah, that issue you can deal with. The second issue where you do a little more choice, so you may choose to focus on current students or an ideal situation if you're not currently teaching. Obviously, you will need to address the additional research reading at your grade level. You'll create a list of technology skills needed in order to be successful and competitive in higher education and tomorrow's job market. I talk about tomorrow's job market. I think as educators probably know that most of the jobs that our students are being prepared for now don't exist yet. And a lot of the jobs that their parents are potentially in right now will not exist when they become workers. So there's definitely a job issue out there we need to address. You'll map out your plan for addressing at least 2 of the skills on your list and help your students increase those skills throughout one school year. So obviously you can meet, I know that you'll be starting this in January, so obviously you work around that. And then creating your less important skills in mapped out plan, you'll submit 1 exemplar lesson plan that shows how you address one of your selected skills. That is somewhat similar to Module 2, the exemplar lesson plan, whereas you'll be dealing with a job or technology skill, not an education technology tool. So let's look at the specific requirements. So you do have issue 1 and issue 2. You have a few different things to do for both. Again, I understand that obviously for our if we may say living in taking this class while living in Nebraska, I'm sorry, in Lincoln or Omaha, might be a little bit different. So you might need to think about looking at maybe find rural areas or to more adequately address that situation. Detail list of community local school resources that help Steve's family address these barriers. Create a school plan that could be a elementary school. If you decide to CB in middle school, that's definitely flexible. If you chose to, if all of your background's been elementary, if you want to focus on elementary, that's fine. High school, I'm flexible with that. Presenting this information to the rest of the school, staff, students, family, community members in a positive, empowering, non-judgmental manner. If you are potential in a school district role, if you want to focus on a school district as opposed to a single school, I'm okay with that. That is, again, more flexibility to help you find relevance and meaning in this course. And a detailed, keyword there, plan for how you do plan to address this issue with Steve's family. A supportive, non-demeaning manner that does not demean or place blame on Steve's family. It's not their fault that they're not rich. It's not their fault that they are farming in a place because we need farmers that does not have, the best access. This is examples. Talking points are mock conversation. Transcript are examples of acceptable evidence. If you come up with something else, that's fine. And this is an example, right? Example. If you come with something better, you want to rock with it, go for it. If you feel the need to address it with me first, that is fine. For issue 2, a detailed list based on current research and your teacher knowledge of the technology skills your students need in order to be competitive for the jobs of tomorrow. If you look outside technology skills, or like just the skills in general that students need, that's fine too. If you want to expand beyond just technology, that's fine. A detailed year-long paper addressing at least 2 of those skills with your students, include the grade level subject, etc. And one exemplar lesson plan that incorporates addressing one of your chosen skills in an integrated method. So like you would incorporate with a math, science, any subject. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be math or science. They let you pick that. And for both, they have very reflection of what you learn from either part 1 or part 2. They actually focus on key takeaways from experience, if experience played a factor, etc. So this one has quite a few more pieces to it. The list of resources, your school plan, your conversation with Steve's parents. The key thing here is lots of detail. All right. The mock transcript will try to show how a high level of preparation, not just we should mention these 2 things. High level preparation should be evident. Watch for those keywords as you go through these. Your list of 21st century job skills. Rational. This, I apologize, it's been a typo. Should say rationale, not rational. My apologies for the typo. I will fix that. Your plan, your exemplar lesson plan, and your reflection video, which can be on part 1 or part 2. If you choose to do both, because it's easier for you to draw a little bit from both, that is fine. So after you have watched this video and as you read through everything, if you choose to do module 3, go for it. If you decide that you do not want to do module 3, that means you can do modules 1, 2, and 4 in any order, so long as one of the 3 is submitted to me in Canvas by the Sunday before spring break. All of this, however you decide to put this together, it can be Google, it can be Microsoft, it can be PDFs, it can be annotated PowerPoints, it can be just about, if there's anything else you want to use too, to bring this all together, as long as it's all highly organized, easy to see, is submitted correctly. When I click on everything, I can see everything without having to email you back and ask for something to be unlocked or shared correctly. That's fine by me. Thank you for your time, and I will see you online.